One more word that comes in mind is humble. Jesus is the most humble person I've ever heard of and believed in. Jesus was born in the lowest place. He did that to be part of us, one of us, so that we could touch him and relate to him. Jesus started his ministry when he was 30 years old. He did many miracles, like turning water into wine. He helped blind see, healed the lepers, saved the woman at the well, told her about her 5 husbands and the one she was living with that wasn't her husband. But through all those miracles, he asked them to not tell of what he had done, because then he would have all the attention, and he didn't want that. He wanted to just help people. When Jesus was with his disciples, he'd always calm the storm. He'd protect them, sometimes, all the time. He had patience with all of them, even when they doubted. On the night before his crucifixion, Jesus wanted to show that he loved them, so he washed their feet. I know that's kind of like and back then it was a servant's job to wash feet for the guests and owners of the house, but Jesus did it to show that not even though he's the Lord of Lords and King of Kings, he will help you and that he loves you. Jesus showed his emotions of regular humans, or us. He wept for Lazarus, his friend who died, even though he knew that he would go 3 days or 4 days later and heal him, resurrect him. He was tempted, like we are most of the time, all the time. And he loved. He loved his friends, his disciples. He loved his Father, God. Before his death, he went to the Garden of Gethsemane and asked God if there was any way to let the death or the cup pass over him. But he knew that it was necessary for him to do, that he had to sacrifice himself for us. And during his arrest and trials, he was mocked and beaten. And while he was being mocked and beaten, he didn't do anything, even though he could have summoned an army of angels to attack and make them let him go. But he didn't. He did what he had to do and become the ultimate sacrifice. Jesus has been a big influence on me. He saved me, first off, and I've trying to become more like him. That's what Christians are supposed to be, little Christ. So I've been trying to work on being humble and being kind and loving, and to turn the other cheek whenever I'm being mocked or beaten. But I just have been trying to be more like him. Jesus never changes. He's always been humble, and he will always be there for you.